Player info has username, password, salt. High scores table with player ID score present. Main menu scene with play and quit buttons present. Application closes when I click quit. Switches to account screen when I click play. Contains username, password fields, login button, create account button. Protects against SQL injection. Protects against empty inputs. Again. Checks the password, the database knows it's invalid. Knows when a username doesn't exist, checks it with the database. Okay, console prints out hashed password, and the console prints out the user salt. Salt is the same as the one in the database. Some characters in the console, obviously, it's it can't represent them, but I still logged in, so it's the same. Password hash. Let's see. These are also the same. Switches to main game scene when you have correct username, password. Username already exists, so it checks the database for an account with the username. Check the console. Salt value has been generated, and for the next test, hash password has been printed in the console. And for the next test, let's refresh. You see the password is the same as the hash password here, and the salt is the same as the salt here. Okay, so game over text at the top, restart game is there, quit to main menu button's there. For the next test, my score on death was displayed. For the next test, leaderboard contained 10 high scores was displayed. Names and scores are the same as in the database. Let's check. AR 2256, 10579, 18497, and player ID are all 6, which means Bob won. Yes, they all match. Test should restart the main game. And it does, the main menu, and it does. Okay, take note of this C shape and this I shape, so I and C. And it's different, so there's no I and there's no C, so it's randomly generated. Okay, so you just saw a maze spawn. And it spawned at the top. So when I reach this block here, a maze will spawn. And it does. So that's that test complete. You should see 3 mazes at one time. And we do this is 1, this is 1, and that top one is 1. So that's 3. We should see the oldest maze get deleted. And when I reach here, this one will get deleted. And it does. For the next test, you can see the mazes are joined by paths. Okay, so this here is maze edge, and it should spawn it off screen. So there was a little bit of lag, and that was when the maze spawned. And I did not see the maze spawn, so it spawned off screen. So that's that objective done. You see it again now. So game speed is 1 times when we start, and when I go past this, it should go to 1.2. And it does. Okay, so we should notice the speed of everything increase while I spawn a new maze. Every time I spawn a new maze. Okay, so as you can tell, it got a little bit faster when I entered the new maze. And it should get... yeah, it got a little bit more faster. You see the ghosts increased, I increased. Everything got a little bit faster. And I'm going to try and show you the kill wall increases. See, so that was faster than it used to be. If I restart game, you'll see how slow it is at the start. It's so slow. Alright, so that's the speed at the start. So everything got faster. Okay, when we go up, the console should say that a maze has been generated. Maze generated. You should see the kill wall. It spawns halfway below this first maze. And you can see it's just moving infinitely upwards. It doesn't move left or right or anything, or even down. It just goes infinitely upwards. When I go past this kind of new maze edge, the kill wall should teleport down here. And it does. Okay, so the kill wall speed should print as 20, and it does. And if you look at the code, that is its speed. Switches to game over scene when Pacman collides with the kill wall. You saw he had 3 lives, so... okay, so you should notice there is a pellet on every single tile of this maze. You should notice my score increases by 10 every time I get a pellet. So you should notice my score is increasing by the multiplier times 10, which is the pellet score, each time I collect a pellet. So I'm just going to get 1 pellet here. And I can't do the maths quick enough, but it should have added 15, I believe. Yeah, it looks like it's adding 15 each time. Okay, you should see a score counter, life counter, +1 life button, +1 max lives button, distance counter, multiply counter. They're all there. Okay, so you should see the score counters updating with multiply times pellet score, because I'm eating pellets. So because 1.25 times, the pellets are 10, it only adds 12 because it rounds down. So each time I get a pellet, it adds 12. You can see those are multiples of 12. So that is correct. Increase. Score counter decreases when I buy an upgrade. I start with 3 lives, 3 max lives, and the lives on the left, max lives on the right. If I buy a max life, you see the max life section increases. If I buy a life, the life section increases. If my lives are max, it doesn't let me buy another one. Okay, that ghost collided with me, and I wasn't invincible, and you could see my lives decreased. So, +1 life, +1 max life both cost 500 when starting a game. Okay, I bought a life upgrade. I bought +1 lives, and you saw +1 lives and max lives both increased by 500. Okay, I bought a max life, and you see they both increased by 500. Okay, so you can see my mouse is nowhere near the life button, and I'm going to press G to buy life. So just look at the life score counter. I bought a life. Okay, again you can see my mouse is nowhere near the max lives button. I'm going to press H, and max lives increased. Yeah, I'm going to buy max lives. And as you see, my max lives increased. Okay, I'm going to buy regular life by clicking it. And as you see, my lives increased. Okay, so if we move 10 tiles upwards, it might be a little bit more than 10, 9, 10, and then we go downwards, you can see it only increases when we go upwards and when we go past our highest distance. So if we go past 10, it increases. If we go down, it doesn't decrease. Okay, look at the multiplier when I kill or collide with one of these ghosts. See, it increases. Okay, and now look at the multiplier when a ghost collides with me now is reset back to 1. Because that red ghost just collided with me. Okay, so my multiplier is at 1.25 times. So when I collect a pellet, it should add 12 score. Because that's 10 times 1.25 rounded down. And it does. I've got the debug camera on, which is why I zoomed out. And you can see there is a random distribution of all the power-ups. I'm pointing at them with the mouse. There's one there. They're randomly placed throughout the maze. One there. Another one. Okay, so when I collect this power pellet power-up, you should notice it disappear and the power-up should activate. And it does, and the power-up activates. Okay, so take a note of the ghost speed when I get this ice cube power-up. You see? They went way slower, like half speed. And let's just count how long that lasts. And they've gone back to normal. Okay, when I get this power up, take note of how long their color changes for. I'll have the time up in post and you can scrub through the video and check if it's correct. So it's that long. Should be around 15 seconds, I believe. Okay, so when I kill a ghost with a power pellet, they should disappear and I should get 500 times the multiplier score. So let's see if we can kill another one. Yep. And another one. So yeah, 500 times multiplier. Okay, so when I get this green decoy power up, take note of where the ghosts position themselves and take note of how long they do it for. So it should be the closest node, so it should be probably around here. Let's see where the ghosts start pathfinding to. So I can see that orange ghost is going towards it, the red ghost is. Stops there. That red ghost is also coming towards it. The blue ghost is also coming towards. Okay, so yeah, it ended. So just take note of how long that was. Okay, so just initially we're going to look at the ghost colors and what algorithms they have. So if you just, I don't know, maybe take a screenshot of that or something. When I get this randomizer power up, they should all change. So let's see, so 0111, for example, had A star Dijkstra's. Now, one of them has BFS, one of them has A star, one of them has Dijkstra's. These values are the colors, by the way. That's the way Godot does it. On the Godot website, let me just pull it up. So 0111 is Aqua. Okay, so this one is just move Pacman with WASD keys. So that's what I'm going to do now. W, D, S. I'm going to press D again because I can't go left. And then A. I'm going to do the same thing with the arrow key. So up, left, up, right, down. So when I start a game, Pacman's base speed should be 100. Pacman base speed 100. Okay, I'm going to collide with a ghost and then keep colliding with it, and I should lose the second health state after 3 seconds. That blue ghost has a red one in it, so that's going to mess up the test. Okay, there you go. Red ghost. Okay, so I lost a life. Okay, and I lost another life, so count how much that was. Okay, so I'm going to activate this power pellet right here. This should give me invincibility, but only towards ghosts. So I'm going to collide with kill wall, and the game should end. So let's see. The game ends. Okay, so I just need to collide with ghosts till I hit 0 lives, and the game will end. So I'm just gonna collide with this guy again. Can't catch up to him. There you go. I hit 0 lives, the game ended. When I win, and I've got 20 lives, I've given myself 20 lives. When I reach 512 and I win, my score and name should show up on the leaderboard. Okay, so we are almost at 512. When I reach 512, it should say you win instead of game over. Okay, so it said you win. Our score is there. Test act has been added to the leaderboard with our score. And in the database, you can see player ID 9, 10,000. That's the score that we got. Look on player info. 9 is test act. Okay, so there are 10 records in the database. And what should happen is, if I win and get a score higher than 431, my score should be added to the database, and the total number of records in the database should stay at 10, because this lowest one, 431, should be deleted from the database. Okay, so I'm almost at 512. Okay, so I got 9,000. You see my record is there. The 400 record is gone. There's only 10 records still there. Let's see it in the actual database. Refresh. There's only 10. The 400 one has disappeared. It's been removed. And my 9,000 one is there. Okay, so you can see the ghost colors are random. Or the ghost types even. There are multiple ghosts on each maze. They're spawned on each maze. Watch when I spawn this. There will be ghosts that spawn here. If I just get a bit further up. Yeah, you can see the ghosts. Okay, so we just launched main game, and the ghost base speed should be 100. 100, 100, 100. 110 is a pink ghost. 100, 100, 110, 100. Okay, so take note of how these ghosts are moving. Some will be chasing me, some will be moving away. Or, well, not moving away, but moving randomly. So these blue ghosts, they are just moving randomly. This red ghost is chasing me, definitely. This pink ghost is also chasing me. Let's let them keep chasing me and we'll see. Ah, so that pink ghost has just gone into patrol mode. It stopped chasing me. This red ghost is still chasing me. Okay, so this pink ghost is chasing me. Let's count how long they're going to chase me for. And now it's gone into patrol mode. Let's count how long it's doing random movements for. Okay, so take note of the ghost movements. Some should move towards me. Some should move randomly. So you can see one just went right into my mouth, just chased me. While this guy's just moving randomly. And you see they colour switched to blue and white. Okay, so the pink ghost is here. Let's see what it does. So as you see, the pink ghost stopped at my last node location, the last junction I went to. Okay, so I am between two nodes right now. And watch what this red ghost does. It goes to the closest node I'm at. So it's gonna recalculate to the closest node. As you see, I've not actually touched a junction. I'm spamming A and D between two junctions, or two nodes. And the red ghost moved between them. Okay, so we should see red use Dijkstra's, pink use BFS, orange use A star, blue use a random. So let me just go on the color constants. Where's the game? The console. So 0111, that's Aqua, that's my blue guy. He's got BFS, he's got Dijkstra's. So yeah, he's got random ones. 0.6501. Oh, it's just not. Yeah, it's this guy. It's orange. It just rounded it. So orange is A star, and that's what it's supposed to be. And over here, orange is also A star. So pink, 0.75. 0.75, 0.81. BFS. And over here, yeah, so that's what it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, there's red. 1001. Use Dijkstra's. That's what they're supposed to. Okay, so this blue ghost should just be moving randomly. And you can see this orange ghost is kind of in the midpoint between me and another ghost. Let's see which ghost actually is it. Only when it's chasing me, by the way, so I think it's in patrol mode right now, but looks like it's the midpoint of me and blue. Potentially. Or is it me and pink? Oh, it looks like me and pink. Yeah, so that orange ghost is definitely in the midpoint of me and pink. Okay, so in the maze generator code, I've put there is a stack, which is the stack that I made, and in the ready function, which gets called straight away, I've put idfs stack.pop. So there's nothing in the stack, and I'm popping it, so it should result in an error in the console. So let's run the scene. So yeah, so invalid operation, stack empty, cannot pop. And the reason why it's shown up twice is because I generate 2 mazes at the start of the game. So yeah, so obviously this second one didn't run because the first one errored, which is a good sign. In the breadth first search, which is ran when one of the ghosts path finds, it will enqueue the source. I dequeue it. That should be fine. This second dequeue should result in an error because dequeuing an empty queue. And it should show in the console. And yeah, so invalid operation, queue empty, cannot dequeue on the breadth first search. And it's shown up twice because, again, I spawn in 2 mazes, so there'll be 2 of the character. Okay, so normally the width of the maze is 31 and the height is 37. So let's just try if they were even numbers, because I see they're both odd numbers. I mean, yeah, that works fine. Maze is generated. The joins are seamless. The kill wall has stretched. Yeah, that looks good. Let's try 50 and 50. And that looks like it worked. The maze is generated fine. See the ghost still pathfinding on the maze, fine. The kill wall has stretched loads to fit the size of the maze. There's still seamless joins. I'm gonna see if a new maze will spawn. So this is a lot taller. Obviously the camera is like kind of stretched. So when I reach here, another maze should join. If we look at the console. And yeah, maze. So a maze gets generated. And yeah, look, there's the new maze that just got generated. So yeah, it all works. Okay, let's try some smaller values to normal. So the default is 3137. That's what the game's actually played. Let's try 2020. Play. Oh, so yeah, so that looks like it's working. So if I go here, another maze will spawn on top. And it does. If I go up again, this maze should delete. And it does. Yeah, and you see, so the power-ups are distributed on the mazes as well. The ghosts are all spawning. It works fairly well. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna try mismatched width and height. So I'm gonna put this on 10. See if that works. These are both even as well. Oh yeah. So it should spawn, and then it should spawn and go here. It deletes the old one. This is to scale. The ghosts have all spawned. The power-ups are spawned. Yeah, that works really well.